Namaste, children. Today we are going to start geography lesson number 4, agriculture. So, you all know that people all over the world do different types of economic activities, isn't it? Your parents are working, everyone's parents are working, isn't it? But is everyone parents doing the same work? No. Everyone is doing different jobs, isn't it? So, all the activities which we are doing to earn money, we call it as economic activities. So the economic activities all over the world is being classified into three. People do different activities. These activities are classified into three. What are they? Primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. Now let us look what are the in detail each one. What is primary activity? It includes all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources. So what is primary activity? It includes all the activities which is connected with extracting and production of natural. We can extract it or we can produce. That is primary activity. Now, example look agriculture. We can produce, isn't it? We can extract as well as we can produce also. Fishing, that also we can extract and we can produce also. Next one is gathering, that also we can extract it from the earth or we can produce it, isn't it? So all these things, but they are natural things. We are not doing, we are only planting a tree. From that it is growing naturally. So these are natural things. That is why it is known as natural resources. Okay. So these are comes under primary activity. Now let us go to the secondary activity. What is secondary activity? Whatever natural resources we are getting in the primary activity, that is being processed in the secondary activity. Clear? That is, it is concerned with the processing of the resources which we got from the primary activity. Look, example, manufacturing of steel. We are extracting iron ore. That iron ore is processed and converted into steel. Baking of bread. We are cultivating wheat. That wheat is being powdered and then made into bread. So that is a process. Then weaving of cloth. Cotton we are getting from plant. That cotton we turns into yarns and then into cloth, isn't it? That is a processing. So economic activities is classified into three: primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary is include all the activities concerned with extraction and production of natural resources. Secondary activity, it includes all the activities with the processing of the natural resource which we got from the primary activity. And next one we are going to look is tertiary activity. Tertiary activity means it is services. All the services which is necessary for the primary activity and secondary activity comes under tertiary activity. Okay, all the services which support the primary and secondary activity. Now take for example, we are cultivating crops. When wheat is being cultivated, this wheat has to be sold out, isn't it? People should get it. So what we have to do? We have to take it to the market. How the wheat will reach the market? We need transportation. So transportation is a tertiary service. It is a service, isn't it? So that is a tertiary activity. Now if the farmer have to cultivate, he don't have money. Well, whom will he approach? He will approach a bank for a loan. So banking is also a tertiary activity. Now take secondary activity. How tertiary activity supports second? A product is being produced. This product has to reach people. People should know about this product. How can we make the people know that you have produced a product? It is through advertisement, isn't it? So advertisement is a service. Same way, how these people get knowledge to do all those things? They have to go to schools and colleges, isn't it? Their teachers teach them. So teaching is a service. So like this, all the services come under tertiary activity. Okay, like example, transport, trade, banking, insurance, advertisement, everything. This all the services come under tertiary activity. So hope you understood the three economic activities. Now we are going to take one of the primary activity and we are going to learn in detail. So the primary activity which we have taken is agriculture. Okay. Now agriculture is a primary activity which includes growing of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. That also is considered as agricultural activity. So what is agricultural activity? It is a primary activity, includes growing of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. So all over the world, in the world 50% of the persons are engaged in agricultural activity. And when we take India, two-thirds of Indian population is still depending on agricultural activity. Now if we have to do agricultural activity, we need certain things favorable. Now what are the things which favors agricultural activity? Naturally, we need soil, fertile soil to grow our crops, isn't it? We need plenty of water. We need sunlight. We have learned photosynthesis, hope so. So in this, all these things are needed. Now, where do you find fertile soil? Can you find fertile soil on the mountain tops? No, we get it in the flat plains, isn't it? So topography and the soil, both are very essential. Same way, climate is also very essential for our agriculture. So soil and climate, under that we have the topography, we have the rainfall, we have the sunshine, moisture, everything comes under that. These all are very important to support agriculture. So next one, the land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. We cannot cultivate every land. You all know that, isn't it? Every land is not cultivable land. So the land on which we can cultivate land, that land is known as arable land. Now you all are familiar with computer system, isn't it? You all are using it very well. So what are the components of computer system? There are three components. One is the input, then we have the processing, and then we have the output. Same way, when we are taking agriculture as a farm system, it also have these three things. Now what are the inputs which come in agriculture? In the inputs of agriculture are seeds, fertilizers, machinery and labor. These are the inputs which is needed for agriculture. What are they? Seeds, fertilizers, machinery and labor. Now what is the processing involved? All the process, there are various steps for our agriculture, no? What are they? Plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, all these are the processing in agriculture. Then coming to the output, what is the output? Output is the crop which we have cultivated of this animals, the wools, the dairy and the poultry products. These are the output. So we can compare agriculture with the computer system. Now we are going to learn some definitions. Okay, now what is the definition of agriculture? What do you mean by agriculture? It is the science and art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock. So what is agriculture? It is the science and art of cultivation on soil, raising crops and rearing livestock. It is also called farming. Now look, what is sericulture? Commercial rearing of silkworm. Commercial rearing. What do you mean by commercial rearing? That means silkworms are being reared for sale in the market. And so we don't sell the silkworm, we sell the cocoons. Then pisciculture. What is pisciculture? Breeding of fish in specially constructed tanks and ponds. We breed fish in specially constructed tanks and pond. That is pisciculture. That is also done for sale. Okay. Now viticulture. What is viticulture? Cultivation of grapes. Then we have horticulture. What do you mean by horticulture? Growing of vegetables, flowers, fruits for commercial uses. Okay. So these all definitions you have to learn. So hope you understood. Thank you.